Hello, my name is Gabe Zollner. You know, one of the more colorful members of Congress and absolutely most entertaining members of Congress is none other than Nancy Pelosi. Now, Nancy Pelosi was born in 1940, and she became she is the minority leader in the House of Representatives. For a while there, she was the actual speaker. She was the first woman to have held the office of the speaker, which is really interesting. And to date, she held the highest position of any political female in history. She has been in Congress since 1987. Pelosi is and has spent her entire career as a public servant. That's pretty interesting, isn't it? I mean, her entire career after graduating from university was to work as a public servant. Pretty amazing. And one of the more memorable, well, actually there's three that I remember that are rather interesting comments that she made. The first thing I remember that she said, well, one of the first things is that she intends to drain the swamps, and she was referring to Congress and all the corruption and all the dealings that go on in Congress. Another comment that she made was that, she said that she's going to do something to prevent what they can presently do, which is insider trading. You know, they can do all those things, and like we can't, because like they're the lawmakers. And they have a lot of laws that don't affect them, that affect us. Like they can sexually harass, you know, but like we can't, because we'll go to jail if we do that, but it's okay for them. And she also said that one of the most interesting comments was in regards to Obamacare. She says, we've got to pass this bill so we can learn what's in it. And the terrifying thing is we're finding out what's in it. And what's in it is more terrifying than anyone could have ever imagined. But you see, this is the fundamental problem that we have with these politicians, especially the ones that are, as she is, have never worked outside of politics. You know, they know how to play the game. And she is a master at playing the game. You know, there was a time when she bought an apartment building and her husband bought an apartment building, and it was in downtown San Francisco. But the problem is that there wasn't a lot of access to it. So she got onto a committee and she said, you know, we need to provide public access to re-energize downtown San Francisco. So anyway, they build a rail line, you know, and the rail line just happens to meander right in front of her building and her husband's building. So the value of their property went up 150%. Now, what's really amazing is that she's probably one of the wealthiest women in Congress. Yeah. I think, what I see on Google, I think she's worth like $58 million. It's not bad. I mean, considering she never had a job before, you know what I mean? Like a real job. And obviously, it pays to be in politics. I mean, she's just one of them. But anyway, yeah, we're very fortunate to have people like her represent us because, you know, they're full of ideas. I mean, whenever she's talking, she's all over the place like this. And, you know, I mean, that's why I say she's very entertaining as well. It's scary, all right? We have got people in positions that she's in that I believe have mental disorders. And I'd like to have some mental health experts pipe in with some comments. I've made mine, you know. They're pretty interesting, but so are hers. And what's frightening is that it's people like her that establish laws for us. They're clueless, totally clueless of their real world. But you know what? We keep putting them there. So who's to blame? We are.